Council, PN's aim to a delegation of the Hima Sora who met him on Thursday in his office chamber. Meanwhile, KHDC leader of opposition and local MDC, Tito Starwell Kine, said that all stakeholders under Hima Sora were not happy nor accepted the decision of the council to notify Majai as a right.
Keempat judan ru haka history jong Hima Sora baka majai ka adai karat. Balada adai karat ketika kamram jong Hima kumangalaom kaban airan. Ba kawi ka ba persuksi yang ba kumju ikun hada kalong ba kinong snong kibadan apo majai kandai 2% kidi kibar selwa. Dan takadaw ni yang skam halo takanurip bangipat sudai ban declare la ni ban itu ya ka majai kumkarat.
Nongpo MLA Meral Bond's aim has said that the government should pursue the enactment of MRSSA amendment. Speaking to media persons, AIM said that the implementation of the MRSSA will be more or less like ILP, as different departments such as Tourism and Labour Department would set up entry and exit gates to keep a record of people who are entering the state. MHA has expressed concern over some provisions of the MRSSA, and the matter has been forwarded to the state government for examination.
Waiting for the implementation of inner line permit in the state. We have seen recently NGOs has come out to check the entrance of illegal labor or migrant workers within a state. Having said so, I am of the opinion that we should pursue more. I have been in touch with the government also to pursue His Excellency the Governor of Meghalaya. After thoroughly examine, he should give his assent to the Meghalaya Resident Security and Safety Amendment Bill 2020.
Deputy Chief Executive Member and Chairman of the Select Committee of the KHDC to examine the report of the Delimitation Committee on readjustment of 29 council constituencies. PN's aim said that it will take the final call on the recommendations of the panel on the issue of opposition of Maulai Mauro Dorbar Shnong to readjust from Maulai, its present constituency, to Jayao. The Deputy CEM said that he received a representation from the said Dorbar Shnong as well as Maulai Town Dorbar. He said that the Select Committee will discuss the specific concern expressed by Maulai Mauro Dorbar Shnong and any other issues which may come up from different quarters.
Ngarai kumba piyo I ka Maulai Mauro Shnong ka State Committee ka Shnong ka Dorbar Shnong ru but kilawan ai yin tho shangaru maka jing kwa jongki kalong bay bala kumno ki baham aka Maulai Town Dorbar ki dibandon bay haka Maulai jing sya ki dang kwa baka Maulai no maliru bakan wan no shiki ama kumbalo menta ka haka MDC mo giao te iya kani namar ba ngidon ka Select Committee ngan haban place ya kani ka jing tho jongki haka Select Committee ban in discuss haji di bakani ka jing kwa jongki Paima Maulai Mauro Batka Maulai Town Dorbar.
The Khasi Students' Union today met Chief Minister Conrad Sangma over the long-pending demands of implementing MRSSA and ILP. The meeting came after the KSU conducted a series of drives in the state, pushing back labourers working without work permits. KSU General Secretary Donald Thaba said that the union has asked the government to implement MRSSA and ILP at the earliest. The union also made it clear that they would continue to check the documents of migrant labourers working in Meghalaya.
This matter, but as we have stated, as our president have stated, is that the word examination, we are tired of it. So it might take, who knows, 1 month, 2 months, it might take 5 to 10 years or so. But KSU will continue with to be vigilant in checking the entry of people inside our state. when we discuss about the MRSSA also, it seems that it is going in the same way with regards to the objection from the Ministry of Home Affairs.
The Dorbar Shnong Umyam, together with Tornado Security Agency Shillong, have conducted a cleanliness drive on the 17th July 2024, which is also the 189th death anniversary of Aim Tirot Singh. Speaking to the media, Imti Chuba Yaupnyao, Assistant Rangba Shnong of Umyam, said that the Dorbar Shnong would like to thank the Tornado Security Agency from Shillong for their willingness to work together to bring about a clean environment.
Soban ai kublai nakaliang go hakaba kikloi ban lekeleng ban penpui ki snong gi thau ki strok ya saudong saukun kaba don apok snong kajongi hane po jalla kajongi.
The Momlo Chera Simmons Employees Union MCCLU today held an emergency meeting in response to a directive from the Managing Director to collect written comments from employees on the government's proposal for the plan. Speaking to the media after the meeting, President Shri Shanlang Dingdo explained that the management had invited employees to Shillong through a notice on the board. However, upon meeting with the management, the union did not receive clear information on the proposal. The union promptly convened a public meeting to discuss the issue and decided not to sign and meet the management until they received sufficient clarity on the matter.
Daw mantagasido ngelayo ay nakajing penting ban pensay hedo jing kendu jongi badi managing director akabangilayo ang pensay lang da marhapo kajing kendu jongi du ngalay da executive committee bad hakan ngim simdan kan no kabinet ke banginakan bad iru dan bakajeng tho tede kata kada kolektif di ngelawan ngelayang bi da union teli iwei borokai hakan por angkat api press media ban penpawi yang ni.
The 17th State Aquatic Championship, which is being organised by Meghalaya Swimming Association in collaboration with the Directorate of Sports and Youth Affairs Meghalaya, witnessed more than 100 participants from all over the state. Talking to DD News, the General Secretary of Meghalaya Swimming Association, Yen A. Lingdo, informed that since the last 16 years, the association has been organising the event except during COVID-19 pandemic. He further added that the organisation also provides training to the athletics and prepares them for any national event, and Meghalaya has represented twice in the national events.
The number of swimming pools that have come up in Meghalaya, in Shillong and the surrounding areas recently. So this goes to show that the sport is becoming popular and there are more swimmers today than 10 years ago. My message is very, simple. If you want to take up a sport, first of all, you have to be dedicated, you have to be committed.
And now here is the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 29.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 18.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 67%, while in the evening it stood at 72%. The forecast, light to moderate rain and thunder showers is very likely to occur at many places. And before we conclude, a look at the headlines once again. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia inaugurates second phase of Kirti initiative in New Delhi. The demand for implementation of ILP in the state is a long-standing matter, says Paul Lingdo. Representatives of the KHDC will meet officials of the Home Ministry. Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council has revoked order to notify Majai as a RAI. And the 17th State Aquatic Championship, organised by Meghalaya Swimming Association in collaboration with the Director of Sports and Youth Affairs. And that's a wrap of today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us, and from all of us here, it's wishing you good night.